Yo, what's up YouTube? 99's for me, Let's Play is my team. And today, I'm going to present you something a little different from Mario and Sonic and Wonderland. Let's take a break from that and be presenting you something different. I'm going to be doing a 100% Let's Play on one of my favorite childhood games of all time, Disney Pixar Cars International Championship. Since Cars 3 is coming out very soon, along with the movie as well, and you know how they're making a game out of it too for the Switch, and the movie is coming out very soon as well. I thought I might as well go ahead and do a Road to Cars 3 marathon. And as you can see, we're going to be starting up Nature National. As you may be questioning, why am I not doing the original Cars video game, or Cars 2 for that matter, because I don't plan on doing Cars 2 after this, and I'm going straight into Nature National and not doing Cars the video game, because for some reason, Cars the video game on my PC does not work, and I don't own it for Wii or Xbox along with Nature National. And since I did actually lose the Wii version of Nature National, which I'm kind of sad about, I thought I might as well go ahead and buy it off the Steam and be presenting you a Let's Play of it to show you how much knowledge I have of the Cars world we know and love. And since this is an open world game, it holds a very special place in my heart, and it's one of the best games out there in my opinion. Open world games aren't very common, and Cars is just one of those things that just knows how to shine as an open world sandbox. And you know what, I'm really excited to get into this, and if y'all are excited about seeing me play through Cars International Championship, show me your support in the man, leave that thumbs up in the comment, and also, if you are new, please be sure to hit that subscribe button to stay updated, and also be sure to help out the poor starving children updates like that by hitting that subscribe button. Now, along with Cars, the original video game of Cars, International is kind of the same exact thing if you have played the original game. But some things are actually spiced up a bit as we have new characters such as the ones that you see before you. I'll be introducing all those characters once we get into the game. Now, it has been a while since I've actually played Cars International. Ever since I've lost it, I was never able to play it then. But now that I bought it off Steam, I thought I'd go ahead and present all my knowledge and about this game. And, you know, it's going to be a lot of fun. So without further ado, let's be beginning Cars International Championship for the PC. And we're going to be starting off a new game. Let's go ahead and fill this empty file with my actual name, if it can let me. Oh, I gotta wait. Oh, I gotta scroll, because in the original Cars, it can let me type in on the keyboard, but as you can see, I have to use the arrow keys to actually scroll through the letters to get my name in. My real name is Holden, if y'all aren't familiar with that. And yeah, there we go. We're going to see into our new game and start loading it up. I don't know what the Hall of Fame is. Yeah, I honestly don't know what that is. But here we got a sort of options right here. We got the story mode, the arcade, the versus, the options, the profile, and the bonus content. Now, since this is 100% walkthrough of the game, you may be expecting me to collect all the lightning bolts that are scattered around the hubble in order to unlock and buy all the paint jobs and characters. I'm not actually going to be doing that. What I am going to do, since this game is kind of different from the original game, they have actually added like paint job bottles and tires scattered around the hubble. I'm going to be collecting every single one of those and viewing them for you all on each episode. Like I'll be changing up Lightning McQueen's paint job and tires once I go through the game just to show off the different assortments of paint jobs and tires. So yeah, that's a little bit different from the original game, and I'm going to present you all of that. But I won't be going around the hubble, just wasting time collecting every single lightning bolt. But come to think of it, from one other thing that's different from the original game is that the lightning bolts in this game, there aren't as much, considering that the hub worlds, which are Radiator Springs, Ornament Valley, and Tilted Pass, the same three hub worlds that were in the original game, there aren't as much, and the hub worlds don't really the hub worlds aren't really expanded as wide as the original game. So yeah, since they are small, don't really be expecting me to just fool around, just collect everything. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, if you are excited for Cars Free, please leave a like on this video. And without further ado, enough of my rambling, let's go ahead and be beginning the story mode of Mater National. And since I'm a pro of this game, I'm not really a champion yet, or an expert. We're gonna start off pro, because, yeah, that's like the main difficulty I usually go through in this game. Because I'm kind of already a pro at this game, so yeah, I think the other difficulties are just a bit too hard for me. I haven't really tested them out yet, but pro is usually the basic of which, from my experience, I will go through. So we're going to be starting off pro difficulty for the story mode. And this is just the sort of information, like just little spaces that will be pointing out what event we're about to go through. Like there's a new event, and green spaces are completed races, blue spaces are completed mini games, and that's actually how I'll be splitting up the game. I'll be splitting up road races and mini games. Since there are no Piston Cup games, since this isn't really like a new season for Lightning McQueen to get the Piston Cup, there won't be any red spaces for Piston Cups, just green spaces for road races, and white spaces means they're new, they haven't really completed them yet. And stars are new spaces from the original game, that are different from the original game. They indicate like a new event that has been unlocked, which will advance through the story mode. These other ones are just like for bonus, but I will be doing everything, as I've already explained a million zillion times. As I'm doing a lot of 100% LPs on this channel, and you know, it feels really good to have an 100% team. So yeah, that's basically it for the story mode information, just to get y'all like a heads up of what's going on and like the complete basis of the game if y'all are not familiar with these types of games. I really love these games though. They hold a very special place in my heart, and I'm excited to be playing this for y'all. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's get into this. And they basically give us hints. Unlike the Wii version, they give us like these alternate loading screens for which world you're at.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Radiator Springs, where boys
This game is basically a continuation from the first video game.
Going on. Behind me is where Lightning McQueen, my best friend, is going to be building his new racing headquarters. And then even more better, we're going to have our very own racing stadium. We'll see how that's coming along later. But the most and bestest part of all is we got all these new folks coming from all over the world to race in our first annual Radiator Springs, what is it, Mater National. Yep, we got real racing professionals visiting from Germany, Japan, Italy, and all sorts of other places I've seen on TV. There's going to be all sorts of cool happenings going on this week, races and games, and if we're lucky, a whole lot of crashes, so just stay tuned.
Alright, so that was the opening cutscene from International. You see how Mater was giving us an introduction to his new event called the Mater National. And right here we be playing as Lightning McQueen, just like the traditional freaking Cars games. And also we got these lightning bolts right here. I call them ka-chow plays because those are the first things that come to mind. And my favorite part about the game is just running into people. Like my boy Ramon right there. Hey! So we're here ready to sprays. We usually start off at our #1 closing tone that sweet old Sally let us stay in. But for some reason, Sally isn't in this game for some reason. Like redundancy. So here's how this is going to work. Like I've said, I'm going to display videos with road races. They'll be divided into road races and minigames to see how the green flags mean road races. Hey, Fillmore, where are you? Can you shut your face? I'm trying to talk, man. And these blue spaces are the what are they? The mini games. See how the little wheel right there. And you see how these other like bonus points are scattered around the hub world. I'm not going to be collecting all those, as I already said. And these star spaces right here, if you just do those, they will advance to the story. You don't have to do anything extra, like the circles and stuff. Oh, there you are, Fillmore. Yeah, I will not come over to you, tree hugger.
Hey there.
Yeah, shut up. These guys are annoying though. There's another one of my favorite cars that kind of like just passed by in the original game that are actually more funny than some of the ones that are around here. But some of these are very similar to the ones that you will pass by in the original game. So actually, what I'm going to be doing first is one minigame, and that is making Lightning McQueen into a monster truck. Like, see here, Big and Sean again. That's what I'm going to be doing first. I'm going to be making Lightning McQueen into a monster truck. You do that later on in the original game, but seeing as how it's one of the first mini games that we'll be encountering in International, this is what I'm going to be going through first. So, yeah, so here we go. Starting up our first mini game. I really wish I had those alternate loading screens.
Hello, my friend.
So I love the double E version.
Yeah. Do you still have those big monster truck tires?
Guido, the big tires, where are they? Guido, you know, the big tires. Well, they did not just roll out of the tire rack and away from the store by themselves, did they? Little trouble with the big tires.
No, I get it. They're around here somewhere. I'll go find them.
Bellissimo. And then you come back and we make you big and strong again.
You mean bigger and stronger, right?
Right. It's what I said. Big and strong.
Alright then, it seems like we have to actually look for the parts for our monster truck tires and bring them back to Luigi so he can make us into a monster truck, boy! And not only that, and then one of our friends wants to become a monster truck as well. I will, guys. Oh, wait, what? Huh? Okay. You know, I didn't actually realize this. You know, I didn't really know this. Okay, so like I said, you can collect like paint jobs around here, like alternate paint jobs for like McQueen. Besides the one that you can actually buy in the bonus content section of the main menu. But I didn't realize you can actually like paint Lightning McQueen, like get one of your first paint job cans in Radiator Springs already. Well, let's go ahead and go to Ramon's House of Body Art and see what this one is. Cause I don't think I collected this one when I was actually playing the game on stream. Oh, it's this retarded one. I don't like that one that much, so. Okay, so I guess I did actually collect that one on my previous run during this. And you see how it actually turned purple because we actually visited it. And this right here is actually the main game that I play at the very start of the game. It's Ramone's Rhythmic Rumble, but since we're already in the middle of something, we'll be doing that later. We gotta find ourselves the monster truck parts for Monster McQueen. Shut up, homie! Alright, so I believe if we come over here to Mater's home, we'll find ourselves one of the first parts. Or just some bonus points. I hope this video won't be too long. Considering that all we have to do is just racing and go through mini games, we shouldn't have such long episodes. So we can go ahead and just collect these points that work around our path. And also another thing that's different from the original game is that we actually start off with boost. As in the original game, you have to complete your first piston cup race to advance on to chapter 2, because the chapter split with each piston cup race you do. That splits up the chapters of the game. As for this game, they actually split up with stadium races. That's what splits up the chapters. And instead of trophies, you collect banners. And there's 350 banners to collect in this game. As you saw, we already collected our first part, which is the tire. And if we do come over here, we'll be finding out our next part. We find 3 parts to build Monster McQueen. After that, we go back to Luigi so he can build us. Or Leo, per se, because he's the one that actually constructs us. We got another part right there. And, what was I going to say? I had a lot of brain farts around actually, like, covering everything that I want to cover, like, throughout this game. Dang it! I wanted that. But at least I can go ahead and put some cheat codes for the, for unlocking everything, instead of just going around buying, going on collecting a bonus points to buy everything. Alright, let's got some more bonus points right there. But, you have to at least, unlock chapter 2 in order to actually unlock a road race, which is called Boosted with Fillmore, and that's when you start filling up your boost gauge, and the rest are filled up
How you doing?
when you do the Rush Budget Racer-Rama with Mater, and if you go against the delinquent road hazards in Kelvin Pass. So that's how you fill up your boost gauge. But I think the boost gauge is filled up by each stadium race that you do, because there's actually 3 stadium races that you go through. Actually 4. You come back here when the stadium is actually done built. After you go through Ornament Valley and Kelvin Pass. We're still trying to find our last monster truck piece, and actually I forgot where it was. Why does everything have to be scattered all the time? Like, when I was doing Luigi to the Rescue in the original game, everything just happens to be spread out, guys. I don't know why. Like, what type of malarkey is that? This happened for me for a reason, just for objects to be spread out for you to go and find. But I'm still trying to find out where the last part is. Guess I should probably split and cut to the part where I find it. Well, would you looky that, we had actually found our next paint can. And it happens to be the American Lightning McQueen paint job. I don't know why I don't remember collecting those off stream. Probably because I was just being stupid and stuff. But we actually, I wanted to go ahead and do that because, you know, I have all the locations of all the paint jobs and, oh wait, I know where the last monster truck piece is. It's inside the theater where, all those mattresses are that you collect all those, lightning bolts at. And it was actually up until this day where I actually found out how to actually bounce on those mattresses in order to, get all those bonus points. I think it's behind this little hut right here where we find our, last. No, it's just a 10,000 point lightning bolt. Now another thing I want to point out is the amount of each. Hey Ramon, can you shut your face please? I am way more stylish than you, I will admit. But let me go ahead and go over the differentiations of the bonus points. In the first game, the bonus points, the red ones with gold lightning bolts on them, those are worth 100. The red ones with silver lightning bolts on them, those are worth 500. And the gold ones with lightning bolts on them, those are worth 2,000. But as for these, black ones with lightning bolts are worth 1,000. The white ones are worth 10,000, and I believe the red ones are worth 100,000. Those actually have starting backwards. Hi Stan, how you doing? I totally forgot where the freaking other part is. God dang it, I cut again. Well, guess what, guys? It appears that one of the first parts that we collect, which happens to be one of the last parts that we're collecting in this video, was actually right in front of our faces. Look at that. You see those horns right there? That is our horn. And that just so happens to be the last part that we had just collected. And now we are about to enter Luigi's Castle DELLA tires, but we can actually put them inside our inventory. Then we'll be able to go back to Luigi's and make Monster McQueen come to life. And by the way, I'm probably going to be the only few people that are going to be doing this OP with commentary, so hope you enjoy that as well. So here we go. We'll be building Monster McQueen. So if y'all are expecting some races, not going to be happening in this video. I decided to build the monster trucks first because the monster truck mechanic, the monster truck concept in this game is going to be very, very, very important. As you saw at Mikey Sawyer up there, which are like monster trucks. It's going to be a very important concept once we actually like start taking advantage of it. I can actually change this paint too. We're not Ramones.
Sorry about the scary voice. I'm just kind of comfortable with the look.
Because it is a monster truck. I mean, don't you see the logic there? Now that we have freaking turned into Monster McQueen, we're on steroids, it is actually time to show off our monstrosity to our best friend Mater. Because apparently, Lightning just so happened to want to... Heck, I am not overrated, Mike. You know what? You get back here.
What? You've never seen a monster truck before? Get it? Monster truck?
You be quiet, man.
Hey there.
I love your movies, but why you of all people gotta be in this game? Seriously. Trying to promote Monster in this game. I see you. So it appears that Mater's saying, I want to be a monster too, which is another important aspect about this game because there's going to be these monster truck waypoint races, and apparently we're going to have to use monster truck Mater to be able to race in them. So, yeah, McQueen just so happened to pass by Mater and want to show off his monstrosity to get Mater to want to become a monster.
Hey, buddy, wow! Wow, you done grew all big again. How do you keep doing that anyway?
Just tires and a rig.
The reason I say it again because you were Monster McQueen in the...
You know what? But there's all
original
kinds
game.
of stuff still out in that desert. Maybe Sarge will lend me his metal detector, then I can go look for more truck parts. How's that sound, buddy?
You mean I'm going to be a monster truck?
Oh yeah, a monster tow truck.
So there you have it. We are going to be actually collecting monster truck parts for Mater this time around. And since we're actually like deep inside the sand, we're going to have to use Sarge's metal detector to find the 6 monster Mater parts. And this is one of the aspects that I was a little confused about in this game, how to use the metal detector. But it's worked quite simple now that I'm kind of used to it. But you know what, come to think of it, I feel like it's a lot easier to actually find the monster truck parts for Mater and, instead of finding the ones from Queen, because you actually have a little detector to know where to find them. Rather than trying to find the Queen's parts where you actually have to just throw in a wild goose chase for them without any kind of indicator. But since I was stupid, they're in the most obvious places right there. Was the tire behind the firehouse, which is also the courthouse. The horns that were actually right in front of our faces on Main Street. and the one that was down in the canyon, that little FEMA hoodie, I forgot what it's called. But we actually gotta turn this metal detector on in order to find our first monster truck part. And it's always gotta be pointing north, so that, because once the metal detector is actually pointing north, then you're actually going the right way. And once the little arrow goes onto red, that means you come upon a monster truck part, and you gotta press S in order to actually collect it out of the sand. And once you've actually collected the first monster truck part, then you just activate the metal detector again and go ahead and find your next part. So once it starts going on to red, then we're getting close. And boom, found the next part. Now, there are actually more parts to find from Nader than McQueen for some reason. There's actually 6 instead of 3, so maybe it takes you a little bit longer to actually find these parts. But, I mean, then again, it takes quite a long time to find some of McQueen's parts because I'm kind of blind because I can't really see from my face, obviously. Alright, now follow the arrow, always keep pointing north because you're going the right way. And boom! Got the next part. And you actually can see Monster Maker being built in you actually can see Monster Maker being actually built, so that's something cool. But I don't know why you couldn't see McQueen being built. You just didn't see Guido cowering in fear of what the heck is going on. Why my tires keep deflating? Hey, those I like how actually the more valuable lightning bolts are more like difficult to get. I mean, why would they not make that an aspect? Of course, something more valuable is more difficult to access to. There we go, we got it. Now it's got 2 more parts to collect, and then we'll be done building Monster Maker. Well, I mean, I haven't really built him yet. We still gotta find all the monster parts and return back to Maker's home. So yeah, this is going to be happening. Pretty sure it's up here. We're going forward. I've got the point right there, and we found a tire. I feel like I haven't collected these same parts in the same spot.
You've never seen a monster truck before? Get it? Monster truck?
No, I don't get it at all. Your turbo punch, like, terrible. Should probably. If Shelly were here, then things would be different. Strub's doing it. Get out of my way. Trying to help my friend. Which will turn out to be an unusual turn of events, considering that Mater was just wanting to go ham as a monster truck. Thank you. Nice compliments. Where is it? Up here. Another great thing that I want to talk about, since I have a lot to talk about. Alright, I found the monster parts. Now we can return to Mater's home. Mater's junkyard, whatever you want to call it. We have no use for this metal detector anymore. You don't really need to return to SARS or anything, since what you're collecting from SARS was just in it. Sorry, Doc. Let's do that.
How you doing?
Shut up. And for some reason, since Doc, voice actor Paul Newman actually died after the release of this game, Paul Newman just decided not to voice Doc Hudson. I don't know why, I don't know. I don't even want to talk about that since it was very sad, considering that Doc, Paul Newman, was a great voice actor for Doc, and we all miss him so. So let's go ahead and get into the process of building Monster Maker, and we'll talk about that later. Also, while Monster Maker is actually being built, look at that poster right there. You see that? That is a little clue, like a little Easter egg of one of the new cars that we'll be racing, which is Otto von Fastenbottom. Being to his race soon. I like how there's actually like dirt. Like, I don't know what that is. It's like brown, extra brown paint, like just spiked right there. I don't know. Just like spread by Mater. And you also saw Giovanni right there, the European race
Hey,
car,
you guys see
or
Mayor?
Italian,
Did
I
you
don't
hook
know.
him up with those parts I found?
But he races the European circuit, he's
We have
Italian.
done the horrible thing.
And Luigi's just crazy about him.
We have created a monster. A monster maker.
How is that actually created though? Monster Mater is too big for like to create that little like hole in the wall. That's him.
Trash compactor!
Mater? What are you doing?
I'm being a monster! Ah!
Rip.
I broke my house. Woohoo! I broke my house! Fire driver!
So now, where are you gonna sleep?
Don't matter none. I couldn't fit under there no more anyway.
You would have been fine after you took off those tires.
But I ain't never taking these off. Never! Tyrannosaurus Rex! Ah!
This may have been a mistake.
Darn right, McQueen. Also the Owen Wilson, he's not the voice of McQueen in this game for some reason. And now back to Monster McQueen, since that cutscene just Rumble McQueen, now back to Monster McQueen. But it seems that the mayor is actually addicted to his monster ways. And now that we have built our monster friends, we are ready to put them into action later on in this LP. We will be beginning some of the road races in part 2 of the Mater National. I want to thank y'all for watching. I'm going to back into this guy just a minute. Oh, you were right there. You're actually on the right side of the road there, but you know what? Yeah, what? How? You booty! Oh, it can't fit. Hey there! You know what? Just for that, Luigi, because you knew of my original. Mike, you get out of my way, please.
Monster truck before? Get it? Monster truck?
I just love how he's just still talking over how I was actually in here. Like, he's talking while I'm in Luigi's snatching over tires. So yeah, we can actually switch out the tires and we can collect some.
Oh yeah, lightning's ready.
And you see Otto right there and Giovanni above him. Those are the new races that we're going to be racing soon. Now that it's yellow, since we visited again to change ourselves up, I'm going to give that guy a peace of mind. My buddy Ramon! Why did I should go for the gesture? I don't know. A little gesture. It's a little close to the boot tops, Queen. But since Mike here is weird.
Hey,
Yeah.
target? A little green target?
No, I don't know what you just said there. Hey, Doc. Hey, buddy. That's what I did. Yeah, you did that work, son.
Hey, nice little town.
Mike, you don't shut up. Jesus, where's your buddy Sully? Why is he not here? Probably too big. They'll be having some kind of rivalry in the future. Playing this Mike soon. But what was I gonna say during that? Let's just explore while I'm talking. What was I gonna say during this? The monster trucks will be playing an important part in this LP. We're playing some road races in part 2. Trying to think of what else I could say next.
Yes, me. Aerodynamics are a little overrated.
Never not. Yeah, we're playing the road races in the next episode. Actually, we play this one in order to unlock the rest of them. And we will be, playing the minigames in another episode.
How you doing?
I'm having some brain farts right now. I had something on mind, but I kind of forgot what I was going to say. I don't know, man. There's some else to end up the video here before I hesitate more and just have that savage pause button or something like that. Like what Shane says. That guy's weird. Anyway, that pretty much wraps it up for today's video. I want to thank y'all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, and if not wait to see this brand new, different LP, show me your support in the man, leave that thumbs up in the comment, and also leave a like for Cars 3 coming out very soon. I am very hyped for that. Also, just let me know in the comments below for question of the day, what are you excited about Cars 3? Also, be sure to hit that subscribe button to stay updated and to help out the poor suffering children of Base 99. Stay tuned for more events and what is coming up in the future. Stay positive and stay awesome, YouTube.
Every night I will save your life, and every night I will be with you. 'Cause every night I still lay awake and I dream of a nice solution. 'Cause every night I will make it right, and every night I will come to you. But every night it just stays the same in my dream of a nice solution.
A truck before? Get it? Monster truck?
Hello.
Hey, nice paint.
If you ask me, aerodynamics are a little overrated. Oh, hey! Nice little town you got here. Rusted, get refined, if you know what I mean.
That also highlighted might be.